John Beltran back in Eaton, 4-1. Eaton leads Brush as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning, and Gregory Maris will now contend with the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Keenan Hall, Bryce Dyer, and Alex Flores.
Center fielder number 8, Keenan Hall.
Keenan Hall began the rally in the third with a base hit. He would later score. Swung on and fouled off to the right off that fastball. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch, curveball, is a beauty on the outer half, just above the knees. It's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. The offering, swung on and lifted to center field. Christian Baez has got a race towards the baseball, still moving, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down here in the bottom half of the fourth inning.
Right fielder number 20, Brandon Kaler.
1 down for Brandon Kaler, who came into this game into right field when Tyler Sigg was replaced by Dante Foose, who was occupying that spot. The Reds have 7 hits. The Beat Diggers have 3. Both teams have committed an error. But again, Brush strands base runners. They've stranded 5 in the game. And over the last 2.5 games, the Beat Diggers have stranded 27 runners. So it's certainly not about opportunities. It's about converting on those. No matter what your loan needs, stop by High Plains Bank, 502 Central Avenue in Wiggins. Also inquire about checking and savings accounts, as well as CDs at High Plains Bank in Wiggins. The first pitch is low. 1 ball and no strikes. To Brandon Kaler. Fastball, a strike on the outer half at the knees, and the count is level at 1-1. Eaton leads Brush 4-1 in the bottom of the fourth inning with 1 down and the base is empty. And the right-hander Gregory Maris delivers. Swung on and grounded up the middle. The shortstop Waiter charges, throws on the run, low and safe. Oh boy. Waitert and Jackson made the same mistake. They had plenty of time. They both threw on the run and they both committed errors. The Beat Diggers have committed their second error.
The third baseman, number 1, Alex Flores.
The ball did beat Kaler. However, it was into the ground and Garcia couldn't scoop it. Here's Alex Flores, who reached on a controversial base hit on a ball that was hit to Waiter and threw to first, and it appeared he was out, but he was called safe. The pitch, fastball, is very high. 1 ball and no strikes. And again, you see it every time they play Eaton. You cannot give them that additional out. Let's see if the Reds convert. Stretch by Maris. 1-0. Swung on, popped foul, and out of play off to the right. And the count is level at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. The Reds lead the Beat Diggers by 3 in the bottom of the fourth inning as the wind picks up just a little bit more. Short lead at first. The pitch. Curveball is outside. 2-1 to the Eaton third baseman, Alex Flores. The Reds trying to extend their perfect season to 12-0 if they can win today. And the 2-1. Swung on, grounded left side for a base hit. Into left field. Advancing to second is Kaler. And again, that's a perfect example of the Reds taking advantage of a Beat Digger error. And now they've got first and second for Weston Hager.
The second baseman, number 6, Weston Hager.
Hager struck out swinging in the first, and then an RBI single in the third. And the Reds looking to get the run back that they gave up in the top half of this frame and maybe more. Beat Diggers at double play depth. And Hager awaits the pitch. Right through the middle for a strike, and it's 0-1 with a fastball. No balls and 1 strike. The stretch and the offering. And the curveball is inside, a little bit high. 1-1 to the Eaton second baseman. The Reds scored their 4 runs in the bottom of the third. The Beatniggers tallied 1 in the top of the fourth. We're in the bottom half of the fourth. And the 1-1 pitch swung on and popped up into foul territory. The catcher, Blake, to the screen, is going to run out of room. And it is 1-2 to Weston Hager. The very dangerous Seth Jackson is on deck. Big pitch coming up for Gregory Maris. A 1-2 pitch to Hager. And the offering. Curveball called strike 3 on the outside corner at the knees. That pitch was going to be tough to hit. And that is strikeout number 4 for Gregory Maris. There's 2 down. Let's see how they pitch to Seth Jackson, who's doubled and delivered an RBI single.
The shortstop, number 2, Jackson.
Jackson has been almost impossible to retire. Well, he has been in this game. He's the only lefty in the lineup and giving Gregory Maris all types of fits. Stretch and pitch. Down and in with a fastball, 1-0. That doesn't mean you want to pitch to the on-deck hitter, Tyler Bott, who is 1 for 2. Runners take their lead. A big lead at second. The pitch outside and low, 2-0. Took something off of that. If the Beatniggers want to stay in this game, they've got to retire Jackson or at least retire Bott, the next hitter. One of these next 2 without a run scoring. And the offering, and that is over but low. 3-0, and this is pretty much the unintentional walk here, the intentional walk here to Seth Jackson. 3-0, I doubt they'll give him anything to hit here at the pitch. And the breaking ball is a strike. Well, he's not going to go with a 3-0 fastball, that's for sure. And it's 3-1. Kaler at second, Flores at first, with 2 down. 4-1 Eaton in the bottom of the fourth. And it's a 3-1 to Jackson. Curveball is upstairs, and it's a walk, and the bases are loaded for Tyler Bott, who popped to center and singled in the 4-run third inning. And this is basically the game for Maris if the Beatniggers are going to remain in this contest.
Catcher, number 4, Tyler Bott.
Maris is going to operate from the windup with the bases loaded. Wind and pitch. Fastball is high. 1 ball and no strikes. The infield is playing way back in the middle of the pitch. Well outside, backhanded by Blake. And it's 2-0. And that sometimes happens when you issue that walk that he did to Jackson, then you lose your control because you're really not trying to throw strikes. All of a sudden you get in a pattern of throwing balls. And the 2-0 offering swung on and drilled down the line. If it's fair, that is major trouble, and that is fair up against the fence. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in. Rounding third is Seth Jackson. He's going to score. It's a bases-clearing double for Tyler Bott, and the Reds now lead 7-1 in the bottom of the fourth inning. And that was an ideal 2-0 pitch for Tyler Bott.
Courtesy runner for the catcher, number 3, Dallas Schreiber. Not hitting the Reds, the left fielder, number 14.
Here is Trent Sieg. As Dallas Schreiber is now at second base running for Tyler Bott. Sieg singled and walked the pitch. Fastball is up and away. And those runs are all unearned because of the Wailert error earlier in the inning. And that's why you don't give the Reds an extra out. They always capitalize. That fastball is off the glove of Blake towards the screen on the pass ball. Schreiber advances to third, and it's 2-0. So the Beatniggers have committed a couple of errors in this game. And what was a scoreless game going into the bottom of the third is a 6-run Eaton lead. They're just 3 innings away, maybe less, from their 12th win of the year. 2-0, and that's over but low. 3 balls and no strikes. The Reds batted around in the third, and this is the 7th hitter of the 4th inning. Out of the windup, 3-0 pitch. That's a strike. Groove the fastball. In the outer half, it's 3-1. Trent Sig. 3-1 offering. Low and away. Bounces in and scooped by Blake. And it's a second walk issued in the inning by Gregory Mayers. Here comes Dante Foose, who popped into a double play and delivered a sacrifice fly. He is 0 for 1.
Right fielder, number 17, Dante Foose.
Runners at the corners. The stretch. And Mayers delivers. Over, but a little bit high with a fastball. 1 ball and no strikes. For all of your auto supply needs, stop by Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. That's Central Auto Parts. At third is Schreiber. At first is Sig. And the 1-0 pitch swung on and popped up into right field. Jesus Cardenas with a long run. Second baseman Cohen is out. He makes the one-handed grab. The inning is over. However, the Reds scored 3 runs. They got a 3-run double from Tyler Bott. They have 2 hits in the inning. There was a beat digger error and 2 men left. 4 complete. Eaton leads Brush 7-1 on 1010 KSRR and KSRR.com.